I'm warning you, Antonin. We all know about it, you know. Bellatrix and I, we've discussed it. She hates it, you know. Hates what you're getting up to with that little bitch. God knows why you're fucking a plain little mudblood when you got a woman like Narcissa as your wife and a woman like Bellatrix in your bed. But then, maybe you just want to get your hands dirty. I could not read that. Maybe you just want to get your hands dirty. Lucius smashes his fist into Dolohop's face. He recoils, clutching at his nose and yelling in pain as blood seeps out of his fingers. You're a disgrace, Antoine! Whoops, I got a little too excited. Lucius says coldly, don't accuse me of such... Indulging. Oh yeah, it is indulging. I was like, indulging? That doesn't make any sense. Don't accuse me of indulging in the same perverse practice as you. I don't touch little ugly little mudbloods with a bark pole, and you know it. Whispers of smoke curl through the air. I think he totally touches her. I mean, not like sexually. Yes, sexually. Like, I mean, he's not having sex with her, is what I'm saying. Like, he's a liar. Like, he's not even true. Okay, whatever. Whispers of smoke curl around the air as Lucius' words float away and the room disappears around me. And I come to land again in a room I recognize this time. The dark red light threatens to suffocate me as I find myself in that horrible cellar. And I'm here. Rage at Lucius. And I'm there. Rage at Lucius. Okay, whatever. Screaming and shouting, my arms flailing in my body and my face blotchy. So you would suggest that I would waste myself on then? Someone like you? Is that what you're suggesting? My stomach plummets. God. Did I really just say that? I watch horrified as Lucius puts his finger onto my lips. Be quiet, my little mudblood. He pulls me close to him, pulling my hips up to his. The memory of me shivers in his arms and closes my eye as he moves his face close to mine. Close enough to... But he pulls his head back and slams it into a stone... Pulls my head back and slams it into a wall. I flinch with remembered agony. How dare you suggest that I would even contemplate such a thing? I can see his face this time, and he whispers into my ear. It's pale and harsh with absolute fury. Do you really think that I would dirty my hands on a mudblood? Let alone you. You, for God's sake, just look at yourself. I'd sooner throw myself off a cliff than touch filth like you. The scene shimmers in front of me, and all at once I'm falling and spinning through smoke once more, trembling through the mist and fog of Lucius's memories. Because that must be what they are. They must be his memories. He's the only person who's been in both memories so far. Though God knows why there's a pensive full of his memories in my room. Did he put them here deliberately? Does he want me to be seeing this stuff? If he does, doesn't make any sense. Why does he want me to watch these memories? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe he left them here by accident or something? Don't be an idiot, Hermione. He's far from stupid. But that means I emerge from the fog in another bedroom, a lot like Dolohop's, but bigger, grander. And the room's not empty this time. Bellatrix is there, sitting on the very edge of a four-poster bed, with her whole body rigid and her fingers clenching into the mattress beneath her. She's looking out into the room, her black eyes feverish and focused on nothing. Her lips are pressed together so firmly that the skin around them has turned white. The door bangs open, snapping her to attention. She stands up to face Lucius, who storms into the room, obviously furious for some reason. The expression on her face matches the anger on his. Where have you been? She demands furiously. Lucius sighs, shutting the door behind him without even looking at her. The mudblood. None of these voices are right now. He says simply, his face visibly tense at her words. She was creating problems. My business with her overran. I don't see why you need to be spending any time with her at all. Oh, and I lost it. Balls! I tried a job and I lost it. I love that song, dude. Hold on. I don't see why I had to be spending any time with her at all. Her voice raises furiously as she speaks. You finished your questioning with her days ago. Why do you need to spend so much time with her? He gives her a warning look, but she doesn't snap. Not yet. He walks over to the table, looking down at the glass of jewel red liquid that rests here. What kind of wine is this? He asks. Like, it makes any difference? She shouts. Do you know, when I got back after going to see the Dark Lord 4 hours ago, when I got back he said that you would come and see me within a half an hour. And I'm sorry for it, he says with an exasperation, but she proved to be more difficult than I thought she would. Why do you spend so much time with her? She's almost screaming now. What could you possibly be so interesting about the little muggle bitch that you spend all your time with her? Bella, calm down. No, I won't. How can I calm down when you're deliberately setting out to humiliate me? No one is humiliating you. I hate you! She screams suddenly, grabbing a glass of wine from the table and throwing them at the wall. I thought she was going to throw it in his face. I'm like, bitch, gonna get slapped. Okay. Throwing them at the wall. They smash against the stone and shatter glass, hang suspended for a moment before falling to the floor, leaving a trail of red in their path. Oh, for God's sake! Lucius yells, and she rails at him, trying to snatch at his face with spread claw-like nails. But he catches at her wrist, holding them just inches away from his eyes. I know you, she hisses at him. If you'd already had her, then you will soon enough. You're too proud to admit that there's something in this world you can't have. He draws back his hand as if he's about to slap her in the face. I know what he would have. I know that he would have if it were me. But he lowers his hand after a few seconds. His face softens. I don't know, in temper. I'm a proud man indeed, he says quietly. But at least I'm not insane. Smoke swirls around me, blocking the scene from me, as I float once more through the fog. She's out of her mind. She needs help. Serious help. I smirk as the thought of Bellatrix Lestrange in a psychiatric couch. If everyone needed serious therapy, it's her. I emerge from the mist and I'm in my bedroom once again. My bedroom in this prison that they call a house. But I'm not out of the pensive. I know that because I can see myself right in front of me, sleeping on the bed, in a blood-stained white dress I'm wearing now. The flickering light of my candle on my bedside table casts an eerie shadow across the room. And he's here too, watching me sleep just as I thought I dreamed he was doing. But I can't have been dreaming. The evidence to the contrary plays itself out in front of me, like a bizarre version of CCTV footage. I'm lying curled up on my side, and he's leaning against the wall, staring down at me from under lowered eyelids. And the memory of me stretches up, and my arms around my head, arching my back away from my mattress, and the memory's mouth falls open and breathes out a sigh. My stomach knots itself to see it. I look at Lucius to see one of the eyebrows raise a fraction. But then the memory Hermione's eyes flicker open, focus on him, and his face instantly hardens. And now it's confirmed. I wasn't dreaming. I wasn't imagining the look on his face. I know for certain he was looking at me. as I slept. What are you doing? Icy ice wraps around my heart because that voice didn't come from the memory I'm standing in. Oh fuck! I really thought it did. Sorry. It's supposed to be Lucius. What are you doing? Ice wraps itself around my heart because that voice didn't come from the memory I'm standing in. I spin around to see another Lucius standing in the room. So somehow there are two Luciuses and two Hermiones, one watching the memory of Hermione intently, while the other is staring at me, the real me, the face full of white-hot rage. I try to turn to God knows where, but he's too quick. He's next to me in 2 strides, and he grabs me by the hair, burning my scalp as I grip, and I'm being dragged up and up through the smoke and mist. I land with him in my room, my real room, the one from my memory. The solid bang of the, not the one from his memory, sorry. Oh, it says the memory, well, it's his memory. The solid bang of the wooden floor on my knee tells me the environment is no memory. He drags me up onto my bed and across the room, slamming me into the wall as his hand claps painfully around my throat. He stares at me with such rage that it terrifies me. How dare you! His knuckles snap against my cheek as he slaps me hard. You filthy little mudblood! How dare you! I'm sorry. I sputter desperately. I'm really sorry. I didn't know they were your memories. No? He spits his words at me. Who else would they have been? You stole that pencil from my room, you little thief. Don't tell me that you didn't believe it was mine when you took it from my room. I just woke up and he was here, I swear. Even as I say the words, I know how ridiculous they sound. Why would he believe such a rubbish explanation, even if it is the truth? I didn't steal it. You liar! Why in the world would it be here? I haven't moved it to my room once. I didn't steal it! I scream. How could I have done it? I've been locked in this room ever since you left me! He holds me by the hair, holding me so close that I can see every hard line of fury in his face. He points his wand right between my eyes. Well, however you came to those memories, you won't remember them. His voice struggles to keep calm. I shall make sure of that. And then I know what he's planning to do. It doesn't take me a second to work it out. You will not! I struggle furiously against him. You will not obliviate me, you coward! Don't call me a coward! Fine! I scream. He yells. Fine! I scream. Go ahead, obliviate me. You need to, I suppose, after the things I've seen, you coward! I've seen you fighting with your friends about me. I've seen you watching me as I sleep. Crucio! Oh God, no, I can't take it. Burns and claws and rips. A huge monster tearing me through, eating me alive. Never-ending, all-encompassing pain. Fire and ice and more burning through me. White, hot wires slicing through my nerves, bones, skin, muscle. Please, 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 please stop. Please. Burning alive. Ashes, ashes. Got to finish. I can't take it anymore. Never-ending, never-ending. Blood boiling, brain melting, nerves shredding. I can't. God, please, just let me die. Need to die. Need that release. Let me die, please. Crumpled in a heap on the floor. Heartbeat roaring in my ears. Everything hurts. Still. The memory of pain hurts. Got to breathe. Breathing hurts. He's never gone that far before. He's never, ever let it last that long. Never let it go so far. So extreme. Fingers hook at my chin, pulling my head up slightly from the ground. I open my eyes. His fingers are thick with rage. And I know that I don't care. He can alleviate me because I don't want to fight him. Not again. Not anymore. I would do anything and everything before I go through that slightest breath of that pain again. Go on then. I whisper weakly. Go ahead and alleviate me. I don't care. Just do it. A muscle